I have visited the actual locations of my favorite 100 famous views of Edo, painted by Hiroshige Ando, to see what the scenes look like nowadays and have them compared. In this catalog, we will present a digest of Hiroshige's work of 119 views, by season, with only the views from the past and the present. The third part of this series, as part 1 of the summer session, will introduce views 43 to 57. 043 Nihonbashi Bridge and Edobashi Bridge. This is a view of the Edo Bridge looking east from the embankment of Nihonbashi, the center of Edo. It is also very summery with the vat of the first bonito in the painting. Nowadays, Showa-dori Street runs through Edobashi, but since the Edobashi junction of the Metropolitan Expressway is located on top of it, it is hard to tell where Edobashi is. (044) View of Nihonbashi Tori 1 Chome Street. This is a view looking toward Nihonbashi from the present-day Nihonbashi intersection. The street called Toricho ran from Kandasu-dacho to Kanasuji-bashi Bridge and was a major road in Edo period. The Shiroki-ya store on the right was later converted into the Tokyu department store and then into Corridor Nihonbashi. The Nihonbashi subway station is located directly below this building. 045 Yatsumi Bridge. This is a view looking toward Edo Castle from Ikoku Bridge on Showa-dori Street. Fuji and the bridge were collectively seen 8 times, so it was also known as Yatsumi Bridge. Today, a high-rise building called the Tokiwabashi Torch Tower stands to the left of this spot, but now, a building called Tokyo Torch, the tallest building in Japan, is scheduled to be built beyond it, so instead of a bridge, we will only be able to see the wall of the building. I also tried to raise the viewpoint and created a picture with Summer MT Fuji. (046) Ukiyo-e Ferry in Komicho. This is a view looking toward Komicho, where white warehouses of shipping wholesalers stand in a row, from a ferry at the end of what is now the Tokyo Stock Exchange. The bridge is now called Ukiyo-e Armor Bridge, and the photo was taken from its embankment. As usual, the Metropolitan Expressway running over the Nihonbashi River toward the Hikazaki Junction is always congested, especially in this area of the expressway. (047) Edo and the Kandagawa River from Shohibashi Bridge. The painting depicts people climbing up the hill in front of Yoshima-Edo in the rain, across the Kanda River from the Shohibashi Bridge. The mountain on the left is exaggerated, but it is where the Chuo line currently runs. Further above it, the Sobu line from Akihabara Station covers the area, and beyond the Kanda River in the picture, the tunnel where the Marunouchi subway line enters and leaves the city can also be seen. To the right of the photo, Yoshima-Edo is the place where a slight green can be seen. 048 Edobashi Bridge and Tsuruga-de. This is a view of the carp streamers of the samurai residences and MT Fuji. I included a photo looking towards Edobashi Station from the same location, but it looks a little different, so I raised the viewpoint, kept the huge carp streamers as they are, and added MT Fuji. 049 Fudanotaki Falls in Aji. This painting is a rather exaggerated depiction of the Fudo Falls that used to be with the Fudo statue at Shojun Temple in Takinagawa and the Edo citizens who enjoyed it. When one actually goes there now, the waterfall has been stopped by concrete, leaving only a drainage hole. The statue of Fudo, which had been worshipped beside the waterfall, had been moved to the garden of Shojun Temple, so I included it in the painting. 050 The 12 Shrines of Tsunahazukumano, commonly known as the Juniso. This painting depicts the Juniso Pond, a major tourist attraction that was located beyond the Kumano Shrine in what is now Nishishinjuku. From a little higher up, when you go there now, there is no trace of what looks like a pond, just buildings on the slope as shown in the picture. As you can see in the picture from above, about 3 large buildings by the pedestrian bridge used to be the pond. It seems that the pond existed until the beginning of the Showa period. (051) Sanamatsuri Festival Procession at Kajimachi Wanchom. It depicts a scene where the Sanamatsuri Festival procession is parading down what is now Uchibori Avenue, and the procession ahead is about to enter Edo Castle from the Hanzaman Gate ahead. The location is from across the street from what is now the National Theater, and when you actually go there, the view is almost exactly as it was in Hiroshige's time. Today, the sidewalks of Uchibori Avenue have become a sanctuary for jogging enthusiasts. 052 Akasaka Polonia Field. This is a view from the east of the Akasaka 2-Chome police box, looking toward Tamikzano Station on Showa-dori Street, which was then Tamik Pond. Many Polonia trees were planted along the Tamik Pond to protect the shore of the pond. When I actually went to the spot, I could only see buildings in front of me. So, I went out to Showa-dori Street and looked in the same direction. The Prime Minister's official residence is just ahead, so police vehicles are always on standby. (053) Zojiji Temple Pagoda and Akabane. The picture shows the red 5-story pagoda of Zojiji Temple, which has now disappeared, looking across the Furukawa River toward the Akabane Bridge. The current photo was taken from the hill in Shiba Park where the 5-story pagoda once stood. The Kurum clan's residence, which had a red gate, is now the Mida International Building and a hospital, but you cannot see them at all. (054) Benkabori Moat from Soto Securita to Kajimachi. This is a view from the sidewalk in front of the current Metropolitan Police Department looking toward the Supreme Court over the moat. The house with the red gate on the left was the residence of the two family of the Hikone domain, and is now a park leading to the Constitution Memorial Hall. As you can see from the actual picture, the scenery has not changed much from that time. (055) Sumioshi Festival on Tsukudajima Island. This is a view of the Sumioshi Festival underwater procession performed by the fishermen of Tsukuda, who came from Osaka, as seen through a large 20-meter-high banner. The direction of Bazo can be seen beyond the view. The octagonal portable shrine boat procession has now been revived, but instead of Chiba, you can see the Tsukuda Bridge and the skyscrapers of Tsukishima. Of course, the reclaimed land continues to be reclaimed long after this. 056 Menenbashi Bridge at Fukugawa. This is a view of Mount Fuji from the Menenbashi Bridge, built before the Onaji River joins the Sumida River, through the turtles hanging from the tubs at the Hosho. Fuji is not at all visible from here now, but instead the Kiyasubashi Bridge and the water buses on the Sumida River can be seen in good balance. Matsuo Basho lived here at that time until he embarked on his journey along the Oku no Hasamachi. (057) Mitsumida River Fork and Wakaranafachi Dividing Pool. Fuji over a reed-lined sandbar downstream of the present-day Kiyasubashi Bridge. There was also a waterway that separated from this sandbar and led to the Nihonbashi River, so it was also called the Mitsumida. The remains of the waterway are now used as the Metropolitan Expressway, and the brown apartment building in the photo was the end of the sandbar. The pump station with the blue sign is the remnant of the waterway.